Guardian Project Podcast Commander Stream. I am your host, Mike. This week we are not joined by our co-host Andy, but that's okay. He's here in spirit. He's here in chat. You will, if you're watching this on YouTube, you won't see him, but don't worry because he's got lots to say, and we definitely repeat it, and we're definitely going to let you know what he's saying stuff. But we are the Guardian Project Podcast. We are a weekly Commander podcast. You can find us anywhere that you find podcasts now, and we also do live streaming on Twitch every other week. Again, if you are watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe and bell icon so that you can get notifications whenever we release new videos. You'll find our podcast videos and all of our streams up there every single week. And tonight we are joined by three awesome guests, and we are going to go around the table and talk about them, and we are going to start with Meaghan.
Hey, I'm Meaghan. I'm the creator of Infinitokens, Dry Erase Cards, and Counters. As you can see, I have a couple right here. It has Andy with us in spirit. Unfortunately, I had to tap and sacrifice him last game. We'll see if I get another one this time. And I'm playing Osgir the Reconstructor and hopefully going to make some artifact tokens.
Heck yeah, I love a good Osgir deck. And we are also joined by Scott. Scott, welcome to the stream.
Thank you very much, Coyle. Thank you for having me on. Hello, everybody. My name is Scott. I am, quote unquote, the world's most famous Irish Magic the Gathering content creator, because I'm probably the only one. I am a writer for Card Kingdom. I do Commander content with a little bit of Pauper sprinkled in. I also am the host of the BM Cast alongside my co-host, Emma Partlow. And I also have a stream of my own at twitch.tv/Savantier. And that is every Wednesday. Yeah, I remember my own schedule. And it's just a bit of Commander gameplay. And today, I'm playing a new brew. New brew that I've tested maybe twice. It's probably still bad. It's Gale Waterdeep Prodigy, so it's kind of spell slingery, but Gale only raised by giants, so muscle wizards basically. The deck's called Gale Force Winds, and yeah, I just want to play spells, pump spells kind of mostly, and make Gale like just chunky and punch through.
Awesome.
That's it.
I am curious if you play the card. I know we talked about in the last game, Hurricane in there with your Gale Force Winds.
I don't, but I might have to now. That's very thematic.
Well, thank you very much. And of course, for the second time, again, I don't know. I don't have the schedule. I'd have to ask Andy how many times you've been on here, Bert. My memory's not so good. But Bert, welcome to the show.
Yeah, it's only been twice. I can't believe it. I thought I wasn't coming back, and then my DMs flew up, and I was like, praise be to Evan. So yeah, I'm Bert, the Pod MTG. Usually stream on Mondays at 8 p.m. Just some comfy games of Commander, different pods, depending on what the people are looking for. Newest Scrap Trawler. If you like some budget brews, make sure to check them out on YouTube as well. Today I am playing my upgraded Perrie, the Pelverizer deck, and every time you say Perrie, you have to say it like Phineas and Ferb. Perrie. We're gonna get weird because there are some weird counters out there, and hopefully they help us smack people.
Yeah. You know, I like to have that new reference of how to say the name, because honestly, every time I hear Perrie, I think of like the Rosie the Riveter theme, but Perrie's not a riveteer, so you can't do it that
Can't
way.
do it.
Well, awesome. And my name is Mike Coyle, aka Wormcoil Engine. I am only one half of the Guardian Project podcast, but I today am playing Illuna, Apex of Wishes. This is my tokens polymorph deck. So Illuna itself is a little bit different than polymorph because you can get any permanent type that isn't a land other than only creatures. But the rest of the deck is around creatures that care about tokens, and I'm looking to maybe resolve a big mass polymorph and win, I guess, from there. So yeah. We are going to go ahead and get started. We resolved mulligans, and we rolled for turn, and I swear I didn't cheat, but I'm going to go first in this one again. If everyone is ready to go, then I will... All good? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and draw for turn. And I am going to play Colony Garden as my land for turn. This enters the battlefield tapped. It can add a green to my mana pool. But when it enters, I make a 0/1 green plant creature token. And that will be the end of my turn.
I will draw for turn. And I will play the Forgotten Cave and do nothing else. Pass turn.
Okay. I'm gonna draw. And I'm gonna play a Rhinewood Falls tapped and pass.
Okay. Draw. I will play this Broker's Hideout. When it ETBs, I'll sacrifice it, and I will look at a raise. I will gain a life. I will pass turn.
Untap. Draw. I am going to play this Misty Rainforest. I am going to, for no reason at all, no spoilers if you haven't watched the other game that we played, I'm going to swing this at Scott to send a message.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. I'll take it.
For 0, and I'm going to pass the turn. But to save time, I'm going to crack this Misty Rainforest, and hopefully I actually put the Teamer Triland from Ikoria in this deck, and that's what I'm going to find. I'm going to go down to 39.
I'm gonna untap Forgotten Cave. I'm gonna play a Plains, and then hope that next turn I draw a land. Pass turn.
Oh. It's gonna be that kind of game. All right.
Yeah. Gonna get interesting. And by interesting, I mean it could be very, very uninteresting.
I'm gonna play a forest. I am going to play 2 for his Swiftfoot Boots, and I'll pass the turn.
If I'm an ignorant American and can't convert 17 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. Can anyone do that for me?
Yeah. In fact, Google can.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It works out at about 62 degrees.
Okay, that's nice.
I will
62? Yeah.
play this forest and pass turn.
All right. Caught shuffling. Untap.
Uh-oh.
Draw. Nah, I just shuffle the shuffle sometimes. You know?
The plant has a little table and everything.
Yeah, see, that's how bad of a draw. That's supposed to be a pot that it's coming out of.
It's growing directly out of the table.
That's right. Well, that'd be a strong
It
plant.
looks like a flashlight. Is that
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna redraw this plant later on. I guess.
commentary?
Wait, it's not a top hat?
Is nature healing? Actually, turn it upside down. It could just be a lamp, like a ceiling lamp thing.
I am gonna go ahead and play this Stomping Grounds in tapped because I don't really have much to play here, and Bert is gonna get 0 from the light fixture hanging from the ceiling, and then I'll pass the turn.
I'm going to draw. Let's see.
Come on.
It is a land. Yay!
Yay!
Nice.
Do things. Which thing do I want to do? I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna play a Pilgrim's Eye, and then I'm gonna search for a basic land card. Okay, making sure I wouldn't have to discard it. Pass turn.
Okay. Good to see you all sorted there now. Happy days. Now, I'm gonna play Snow-Covered Forest, and I'm just drawing all my 5-drops. So I'm just gonna go and play Gale by himself, out in his own. I'm gonna pass.
Revealing a Plains, putting it in my hand.
Play an island. Let's play Rock in that of Midnight.
Oh,
Love Midnight.
that is a top 3-mana rock. Hey, if you're not playing 3-mana rocks in chat, start playing 3-mana rocks. They're good.
I wasn't until I was. Like, I would sleep on them for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
This one puts weird counters on it, so I have to have it. I will pass turn.
In fact, this Osgir precon over here has my favorite 3-mana rock printed in it. Cursed Mirror. That's mine.
Yeah.
At the end of your turn, Bert, I am going to, for 1 blue, cast a Brainstorm.
I'm kind of confused. It looked more like a plant before. I'm kind of confused what's happening with this plant.
Oh,
It's a nuclear plant.
It's a nuclear power plant now, yes.
I get it.
So I'm going to draw
Took me a second.
these 3, and I am going to put 2 back, knowing that I am going to draw 1 of them.
Makes me think of the game Power Plant.
Yes.
Has anybody ever played?
I don't know if I have. So,
Andy, the Celestis is really good, but like, there is no way that I'm putting the mental load on myself to like remember day and night. I just, it's hard.
True.
all right, I'm gonna put these 2 back like this.
Bert's all prepared with the dry erase counters too for all the different types of counters.
Oh yeah, I gotta be ready. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready, you know?
I am going to play a forest as my land for turn. Play a very non-consequential card that no one has to worry about called Parallel Lives.
Oh. I had that in hand last game and just didn't really have much to do with it because I wasn't drawing lands.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna choose to keep my power plant back and pass the turn.
Yeah, I track day and night when I play my werewolves deck,
Mm-hmm.
but I do the rule 0 where the old werewolves and the new werewolves match up, where anything that's a human werewolf, like an unmodified human werewolf, has the same day-night mechanics as the new ones, and it's always worked perfectly fine. As long as you don't count the Eldrazi werewolves, which are, there's no humans, then it works perfectly fine, at least it has so far. Play planes, now I can play things. What other things did I want to play?
Scott, what's this link that you sent in our Discord? Because I'm staring at like sexy buff reindeer right now. Picture.
Yeah. So.
Buff reindeer.
No, it's not a long story. I played Old Stick Fingers for the first time on my own stream last night, and one of the guests on the stream, Will, the MTG Dad on Twitter, he does art, and on my stream we like sort of say puns and stuff quite a bit, and Old Stick Fingers was quite big at the time, and someone called him Old Thick Fingers. And then people were like, that sounds really gross, but it's also very funny. And then Will just like turned around. This morning I woke up and I saw that there was like fan art of Old Thick Fingers made by Will himself. So, yeah, it's a thing.
I'm coming at you for 1. Because you dealt a bunch of damage to me last game in the beginning, so I'm going to hit you for 1.
I'm gonna take
one.
one.
I deserve it.
Oh wait, are you swinging at Scott or at me?
Scott? No, I'm swinging at you.
Yeah, I'm taking the damage, Scott. You.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I don't
first
deserve
last
it. What are
game.
you talking about?
You're coming. You're next, Scott.
I did
Don't
the
worry.
damage at the beginning of the game. You did it at the end of the game. That means you're getting lethal later. Don't worry about it.
Pass turn.
Okay. Untap. I'll keep drop. Does that work? Yeah, cool. I'm going to cycle an Ash Barrens. I will go and get a let's say, I don't know, island, snow-covered island. I'm gonna leave my deck there for a second because I'm going to play it and then to save time, immediately cast a Roiling Regrowth.
Nice.
So I will sacrifice the snow-covered island and just get 2 more.
Man, Bert, you have all the fans today.
And I got. Oh, hey, EK, what's going on?
Maybe I shouldn't say today. Maybe you just always have all the fans.
I am appreciative of the people.
Thanks a lot, EK. Not team tokens. I see how it is. Betrayed.
With that, I think I need to make sure that things are just a little bit even here. So, while I'm shuffling, I'll go to combat, and Bert, we'll do a little boop. We'll just take that little bit of 5 o'clock shadow worth of life over the normal, and we'll put that back to normal, make it look nice and neat. Be sure to mark it as commander damage, though.
Oh yeah.
And with that, then I'll pass.
It's very important for you to get the 1 in, so that when
one,
you're double strike 10 power creature later.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so EK, I like how your comment cuts off. It breaks after butt, so it just looks like you're saying into the token's nice butt. and then the line break to token.
I'll pay.
Nice.
Tap 1 for the Soul Ring. Tap the Soul Ring to cycle and Ash Barrens. Let's go get a Plains.
And Midnight Clock's at 5 counters now?
Should be 4. I played it during my turn last time. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep. I can count.
Counting's hard.
Yeah, it is.
So I still have 1 floating here.
I don't even remember if there's a Gideon's intervention in this deck, but could probably use it for Gale. But I don't know if it's in here. It's in the other deck.
So the 1 floating in. Actually, let's just leave 1 up to play Mothra, Supersonic Queen.
Heck yeah.
Actually,
So do you have
that-
the counter lands that get the counters too?
which ones? Because I think most of them have charge counters where artifacts mostly get. If it has something different than a charge counter, yeah, because charge counters are pretty easy to get.
Depletion
Or-
counters.
So depletion and then what's the one? Storage.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many counters. I
I
love this deck so much, and I just got to scrap
It's like a
all
Hall
later.
of War or something that you sacrifice creatures to the land. Or
Okay.
is that a storage counter?
It
I
might
can't remember which one. I just saw it earlier today and I cannot
corpse counters or something. Oh no, that's on crowded crypt.
Hostile. Yeah, and then Hostile has one too, and I was just like, oh yeah, it's been black. Anyway, play Mothra,
I think that was it.
and I will pass turn.
Right. I will untap and draw. Oh yeah, I
Yes,
already
the
knew
soul
what that
counter. It
was.
was the hostile.
Yeah, I love Hostile. I love creeping in so much. I love the name so much.
It's
Yeah.
a very good pun.
You know, that's the very first instance of an actual warehouse.
I remember that.
Love it.
I am gonna play Beseiju Who Endures. This is actually my only deck that I actually have those lands for, because I only opened like 1 copy of each. And we'll just a very non-threatening blue, green, red, and 2 for Xyrus, the Writhing Storm.
Alright, okay.
A flying 3/5, and whenever an opponent draws a card other than the first card they draw during their draw step, I get to create a 1/1 green snake creature token. And whenever Xyrus deals combat damage to a player, you and that player each draw that many cards. It's group hug.
Interesting.
What you got over there?
It's just
smoothie.
And that's about as much as I know about iCarly, is that scene right there.
That's all you need to know, really.
I'm going to choose not to swing with my 0/1 plant and pass the turn.
All right.
Okay, mining counters on Gemstone Mine. Luck counters on Gemstone Cavern, but you have to be not the first player, and it has to be in your opening hand to get the luck
Yeah,
counter.
sounds weird.
Oh, Dark Depths for ice counters or whatever it is.
Yeah, I do need a Dark Depths. people are gonna be like, are you gonna make Merit Legion? No, I'm not gonna make Merit Legion.
All right, what else am I gonna
Can skip my
do
turn.
here? Don't want to do that, with that, with that. I'm gonna do. This. I'm gonna play Burnish Heart, and then I'm gonna draw a card. Ability only triggers once each turn.
Good old low shield.
Let's see. So there's a flyer.
Oh, you drew a card other than the first card you drew?
Yes.
I'm gonna make 2 1/1 green snake creature tokens.
Oh, this is gonna get out of hand.
We've got a flying Mothra. We've got. Let's see. Who doesn't have flying? That's you, Scott.
I'm wide open, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna hit you for 1.
I, like I said last turn, mistakenly deserve it.
And then I pass turn.
Sweet. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Okay. Okay. Let's go with something a little neat because I didn't really draw a land. So I hope this will do. I'm gonna pay a blue. I am gonna cast Slip Through Space on Gale. There's going to be a trigger
Heck yeah.
from Gale. I'm going to choose Roiling Regrowth to cast from my bin.
Awesome. This is cool.
So I'm going to do that.
Love that you call it bin.
It's the bin.
Yes.
I'm going to sacrifice it's Forest. Roiling Regrowth is now exiled. I will go and search for 2 basic lands. They don't have to be the same, thanks to the text on Roiling Regrowth, so I'll get 1 of each. Why not? And then once that's resolved, I will draw a card with Slip Through Space.
Wonderful. I'm gonna make 2 snakes.
Yeah, you will, yeah. Hopefully I'll hit another land.
What's the most visible color die? Because I am curious. Red has the best contrast. It looks
Red.
like. Yeah.
And okay, I technically drew a land, but you know, whenever you wish
As a
to.
Gen Con, Andy, go give him an Infinitoken.
Yeah.
I'll send you more Infinitokens if you give him an Infinitoken.
Yeah. We deserve to give him something because he gave us this guy.
Oh.
I'm going to play in Kraken Evolving Wilds, and while I'm shuffling, I'll just equip Swiftfoot Boots to Gale, or attempt to. And I won't attack, he's just vibing at the moment. But I'll get that basic, and I'll pass to you, Bert.
Okay. Untap. Alright. 8th. I'll encounter. And then let's draw.
Andy, are you gonna get any of your unsleeved Exava deck signed? And if so, did you look to see if any of the artists are going to be at Gen Con? I don't even know if you brought that deck with you, but I imagine you did, because you could just put it in your back pocket, right? Exava. There it is.
Exava. Nice.
Makes me kind of want to make a Perrie deck with just a billion different kinds of counters.
Oh yeah. Gonna play Avenging Hunt Bonder. When it attacks, I get to put a double strike counter on another target attacking creature.
Ooh. Yeah, not a deck box, a deck bag, for example.
Deck bag. I remember there was somebody who was new to Magic, and he said he was excited, and he had his cards, and he just held up a sandwich baggie of just a bunch of loose cards, and he was very proud of those cards, and there was just like a collective gasp.
Beautiful thing.
You need to leave.
That's how you get yourself a free deck box.
Yeah, what's this creature? What's this creature you cast here, Bert? Sorry.
Oh, Avenging Hunt Bonder.
That has.
So it has double strike, and then whenever it attacks, it'll put a double strike counter on another target attack creature.
Okay.
So right now, I'm gonna move to combat, and I'll swing. I think I'll do 3 at Scott in the air.
Yeah. That's fair. Payback. 1, 2, 3.
And I will pass turn.
Sweet. I'm gonna untap and draw.
I like the appropriately themed playmat along with the Mothra card.
I do those. I love Godzilla so much.
Love your kaiju.
What's your favorite Godzilla movie?
Oh my god. I don't know. I've seen like even the super old ones. I like Violante a lot. I just like the idea of Violante. Just Rose Godzilla human is I don't know. It speaks to me.
Violante, you said?
The movie. It was. Oh, it's not that old. It only came out in '89.
I'm going to play Odawara Soaring City as my land for turn. There it is.
Violante.
As much as I would love to be able to use that ability in case I need to do Illuna more than once. How many blockers does everybody have? Meaghan's got 2. Scott, you got
Basically
1.
0.
Bert, you have 1. Basically 0, right? What's Gale's power and toughness?
1, 3.
I mean, you take a snake out.
I guess.
Or is it just a snake?
It's just a snake.
You know what? I'll make it easy for you, Mike. I'm going to top up my drink very quickly. Hydrate before I dihydrate, as we apparently now say on my stream. And yeah, so that means while I'm away, like I can't block. So no blockers. I'll be 1 second.
While you're away getting a drink, you can't block.
This is. He'd be pretty upset if I cast Triumph of the Hordes right now, wouldn't he?
Okay, maybe I can block.
Okay. You know what? We're gonna do the fun thing because that's what we're here to do. I'm gonna spend 6 to cast my commander for its alternate casting cost of mutate on this plant token. So when I mutate,
under it, right?
I'm gonna put it on top so that it has flying and power and toughness and that kind of stuff. So if that's good, because I do see 1 open white for Meaghan and 2 open mana for you, Bert. So I'm attempting to mutate onto the plant token. If the mutate's successful, I get to do a polymorph effect.
Yeah, you get the polymorph.
All right, we're gonna polymorph then. I will exile cards from the top of my library until I exile a non-land permanent and put that card either into my hand or onto the battlefield. I don't miss in this deck. I built it so I can't, so it's gonna go on the battlefield. But all the cards that are revealed this way that are not permanents or a non-land actually just stay exiled forever. So, okay, well, it's the first card. I'm gonna get a Tishana, Voice of Thunder. So Tishana's power and toughness equal to the number of cards in my hand. I have no maximum hand size, and when Tishana enters the battlefield, I draw a card for each creature I control. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, plus another 4, so I'll draw 7.
pretty sick.
Yeah, a lot of cards. You know, drawing all the creatures that I really want to polymorph into, which is unfortunate in a way, but only in a way. Now I'm going to move to combat. And I am going to... I'll declare... You know what? I'm going to give you... You got to give people a reason, right? Okay, so Illuna's going to come at Bert. And Xyrus is going to come at Meaghan. Both are flying. Those are the only attacks I will declare.
Yeah, I will take 6.
So 6 commander to Bert. 3 damage to you, Meaghan. And whenever Xyrus deals damage, we both draw cards equal to the damage. So you're going to draw 3, and I'm going to draw 3. And then since you drew cards that other than the first cards you draw, I'm going to make a snake token for each one. So I'm going to make 6 more snake tokens. So I'll have 10 snake tokens now. And I will move to my end step. And I don't have maximum hand size because it's Shana. So that's it. I'm not flexing, I'm showing information. I promise.
But that escalated quickly.
Oh yeah, that got real fast.
Have to have one of the counters in the corner that says how many cards you have in hand.
I see a black spot on my green screen too that's been bugging me right here. I'm gonna try to adjust that real quick, but that is the end of my turn. So, Meaghan, you can go ahead and take it away.
Take it away! Take it away! Take it away now!
Ooh.
Draw a card. And tap land. Scry 1. I'm gonna leave it. I need to cast things so I don't have to discard things. I don't want to discard things. But I also want to use stuff. Oh wait, I didn't want to do that one. Because...
Chain reaction would be good.
Oh wait, no. Never mind. I had to, because I already scried.
What's the card where... Oh, Rakdos Charm. That's what I'm thinking of. Where creatures deal... Trying for the hordes. Let it resolve. Rakdos Charm. Got him good. Ooh.
Too many cards.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know, don't you feel so bad for me? It's so terrible.
I'll swing Xyrus elsewhere next turn if it's alive.
Oh man.
Oh, I guess I should.
Because I'll have to draw a card if an artifact enters the battlefield. So if I play an artifact, I'm gonna have to draw a card when I'm trying to not.
Is it not a May ability? It is. You must draw the card.
It's not a May.
Okay.
But I'll do 4 for Solemn Simulacrum so that I can search my library for a basic land card. I'll do it at the end of the turn anyway. And I guess... Oh, I do have to draw the card. And I will pass turn and have to discard stuff.
Okay, and I'll make 2 more snake tokens when you draw that card.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. That's a card. With text on it.
Uh-oh.
I am kind of happy to be sort of chilling a little bit here. I do sort of feel like you've got a good lot of use out of that parallel lives there.
Oh, take it.
So I think I will. Yeah. I'm going to Nature's Claim it.
Oh, I get to
Trigger
gain
Gale.
life?
You get to gain life. Yes,
Eventually.
I'm a kind, benevolent, extremely buff wizard. I'm going to Nature's Claim it, trigger Gale. I'm going to target slip through space, and I'm going to pay a blue in order to cast it from the bin, targeting Gale to grant unblockability and to draw a card.
All right, so you'll draw the card first, so I will still get 2 snake tokens.
Yes.
Before
correct.
the parallel lives goes and gets destroyed, and I gain 3.
Yes. And then, you know what? You said we can't leave damage on the table. Am I right?
So is that 14 snakes?
It is 14 snakes in total right
Kind
now.
of 14 snakes. Yep.
Do you happen to have these? Because you can use those to,
I
to make high numbers rather than the large amount of dice.
Yes.
Large amount of large dice.
I unfortunately do not. I've got some turn downs, but those you can't really read them.
They're hard to read over.
But I mean, I could always.
I'll go to combat anyway, and like I will hit you for 1. Unblockable.
Yeah, I can't block it, so
Correct.
I will declare no blocks in case you have any tricks.
You've activated my no. That's fine. I am just gonna have you take 1. That's
Alright.
it. Commander damage. And then post combat, I have pre-flipped a Balagate Recovery into a Balagate Sanctuary as my land for turn. I'm gonna make that there, and that is gonna be it for me. I'm gonna pass.
Okay, so I will.
Probably a bad idea, but I'm gonna.
Let's see.
Card those.
I had the same thought process as Andy. He's like, it's not going to be 1.
Yeah.
12 counter.
Oh, I keep forgetting that having artifacts in my graveyard isn't a bad thing.
No, not at all.
I'm like, wait a minute.
I was
And remember what I said, and then I keep forgetting to cast my commander?
so my Osgir deck aims to put as many copies of Mesmeric Orb on the battlefild to mill all of my opponents and myself with some Ugin's Nexus turn-taking shenanigans.
Nice.
Which can technically go infinite if you have a way of like continuously returning it from exile to your graveyard and
Sit. So I draw a whole new grip.
draw
Nice.
a whole new grip that isn't your first
Yeah.
draw.
It isn't my first draw.
Oh my goodness! I'm gonna go to 21 snakes,
Offer
just
turn.
which is almost like that band from Ohio that makes good music, 21 Pilots. That being said, if the snakes are on a plane, who says they're not
Then
the
they would be
pilots?
pilots.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's in my
But a
land.
lot of snacks. At least they're not flying snacks.
Not yet.
Misty. No, but let's do cool stuff at least. I'm a Misty. Go get something. Let's get this. No, I did great. Temple Garden. Take 3. Alright.
Proxy Lab.
What can I do?
Why don't you link your dice, Proxy Lab?
Yeah. Like this.
You have a
Do you have a Etsy store or some other?
something you can link
maybe
to that we can see?
if you have a Patreon where people can get your dice or something. And if you don't,
Say these dice. I'm good.
Let's play Investigator's Journal. So an Investigator's Journal enters the battlefield with a number of suspect counters on it
Suspect counter.
nice.
equal to the greatest number of creatures a player controls. A lot.
Yeah. So 21
Wow.
plus 3. Yep. 24.
Alright, so I have 24 suspect counters.
You sure do.
That just lets me do the clue thing without actually sacking this as a clue,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty cool, I think.
I don't
I
disagree.
didn't
Is
even
it?
know there was a suspect.
Is it an artifact type clue itself?
It is.
Nice.
Could you scooch your counter count token down a little bit?
I'm sorry. Where's the hip?
Doesn't have to be on that far, just
Yeah,
for screen
hold on.
cap purposes.
Get suspect, and then let's do. Do I want to do fancy or no?
Always fancy. Why is that even a question?
Well, let's do commander staple counter. Call to unity. And so it has revolt, and at the beginning of my end step, if a permanent you control left the battlefield this turn, put a unity counter on, call for unity.
Yeah, with the brood moth. That's a good combo.
I don't know, snakes are a good combo too.
I don't disagree with that statement.
You don't have a flyer right now though, do you?
No, all my flyers are tapped right now.
Alright, well, I'm gonna move to combat. I'm gonna swing Mothra at my...
Yep.
And then I'm gonna swing Avenging Hunt Bonder at Scott.
I guess I'll take whatever is coming at me.
Yep.
3 double strikes, so 6 total.
All right, I'll go to 30.
And then when Avenging Hunt Bonder attacks, it'll put a double strike counter on Mothra. So it's
Mhm.
like Queen.
And is Mothra 3 or 4 power? I don't remember.
3.
3. Okay, so I'll take 6. That's enough of a punishment for the beginning of my game, right? We can all say we're all even now after that.
I don't know about that one, Chief. And then I will move to my end step, and where I will get a unity counter because I had a fetch land.
All right. Then I will untap for the beginning of turn 7. Internal dialogue says, I'm worried Scott has Aetherize. I'm very worried Scott has Aetherize. Or Aether Spouts.
I would say that I don't have those, but like even if I did say that,
Gotta play around it, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, you could,
I could
or
try
you
to
could
play
make me
around.
have it. You could make me have it. That's an option.
I did miss a follow earlier. XX Meowington, thank you for the follow. And B101NFOMATR, thanks for the follow.
Isn't that Elon Musk, kid?
If that's pronounced some way, please tell me in chat.
I know how it's pronounced, and I'm already forgetting.
I think it's Bio.
Bioinformator?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bioinformator? I
Ah.
Yeah, Bio's great.
think? Am I pronouncing it right, Bio?
Okay, I am going to play Sanctum of Eternity as my land for turn. So I can pay 2 and tap it to return target commander I own from the battlefield to my hand. Activate this ability only during my turn. So this is just a way where I can re-polymorph if I need to. But with 7 mana, I won't be able to do return and re-polymorph. So I have to figure out what else I'm gonna do here.
Also, Bio, sorry for suggesting that you might be Elon Musk's kid. My fault. Hi.
Okay. I don't know what the right move is here.
Just hit me.
I mean, I could hit everyone real hard. 21 snakes, an Illuna, a Xyrus, and a Tishana.
Walk
Into a bar.
You guys are awesome.
I was gonna say, it sounds like. Do you remember Keenan and Kel? It sounds like at the end of the show where Keenan always turned to Cal and was like, I need you to get like 4 submarines, a ham sandwich, and like 16 dogs and meet me at the
God.
fairground. And
That's one of my favorite parts of that show. It's just like, Keenan,
it's so good.
what if the submarine doesn't want to eat ham, Keenan? What we gonna do?
Oh man, I remember back before it was Keenan and Kel when they were on, I think it was All That,
Oh yeah.
I think was the TV show where they originated in.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
This
with
makes me
the
feel
burger stuff?
old.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this because this seems fun, right? That's what we're here to do. Have fun.
Oh, yeah.
For 5 mana, I'm gonna cast an Orin Frostfang. It says attacking creatures I control have Death Touch, and whenever a creature I control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. We'll go down to 14 power on Tishana. And
And Bio's asking for an elaboration on the front butt.
So when Zeatora came out, which is an Ikoria legendary creature that says your creatures assign lethal damage based on power rather than toughness, or lethal death, whatever, based on power instead of toughness. That kind of ruling really only existed for like toughness. Like it was toughness matters, where you could use your toughness as your power instead. And people called that like butt tribal or big butt tribal. And so when Zeatora came out, the first thing I thought of, well, it's just like butts, but on the other side, so it's front butts. So that's that's where that terminology came from. Okay.
Oh, front butts.
Good old front butts. I'm gonna move to combat. I am going to swing out for sure. Let's do Tishana is gonna come at Scott. We're gonna do Xyrus. Bio, thank you so much for the 100 bits.
Do my Solemn Simulacrum, the basic land, I don't think, or did I?
I
remember.
I don't remember if you did. You did.
I think I might have. I just might have put it to the left of my Temple of
I
Triumph.
think so, yeah.
Yeah, because you should be. Well, did you play a land every turn? Because this is turn 7, and you ramped once if you had Solemn. Do you know if you played a land every turn?
Don't think you
Don't.
did.
Okay.
So we can leave it because if I missed it, that's my fault.
I'm going to do Illuna again at Bert because commander damage does commander things.
You do.
Xyrus is going to be at Meaghan, and then we are going to go. Five snakes at Scott.
Spell table, Xyrus is not an island. Oh, wait, I think I already have it down here.
5 snakes at Scott, and then 8 snakes at Bert, and 8 snakes at Meaghan.
Hey, how come I get both?
All of my attacking creatures gain Death Touch.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, so you take them
So just to save time, before blockers, I do have something, but it's neither Aetherize nor Aether Spells.
Oh, okay.
In fact, it's the first time I'm ever casting this card.
I hope it's Keep Watch.
It might be a little bit cooler than Keep Watch, in my opinion.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Jaheira's Respite.
I'm unfamiliar.
Search my library for up to X basic land cards, where X is the number of creatures attacking me onto the battlefield tapped, and then prevent all combat damage that will be dealt this turn.
Dealt,
Nice.
not just to you, just dealt.
Thank
Full
you.
stop.
Nice.
Full stop.
Nice.
And that's a great turn to have that.
It sure
Right?
What,
is.
8 basics?
That's pretty
I was trying to like
Dang.
downplay it so much, just be like, just
Yeah.
hit me. Just hit me. You know what? Turn 21 snakes at me. I don't mind.
Awesome.
Shoot.
So you get
So
6,
how many are
right?
coming at me?
Tishana and
That is
5.
an awesome. That is an awesome turn. I love it.
You actually were hurt a little bit by my kindness for I didn't want to swing lethal
yeah,
at you.
I 4. 5. Yeah, I'm just getting the first ones I find. There we go. 6.
Wonderful.
Neat.
All right. Well, I mean, we could still go to blocks if anyone has any special like block triggers or anything. It doesn't look like it on the
If anyone has a
battlefield.
skull crack, maybe. Yeah.
Well, but that would.
No, I don't have anything.
But I wouldn't be dealing. Does Skullcrack actually do anything if I don't deal damage?
Damage can't be prevented
Oh.
with skull crack.
Yeah. No, that'd be pretty cool.
Or you flash in your questing beast because it does everything you want it to do ever.
Yeah.
Flat out 325. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I don't have anything like that. So no damage will be done. So since no damage done, I don't get to draw any cards. Xyrus doesn't trigger to draw cards either.
Way to drop the ball.
And I don't have anything for 2 mana, so that's going to be the end of my turn.
All right.
Good stop. That was great. And something that you can cast again.
Yeah, I just have to find a way to.
Play a card.
Yeah.
It's and that's an instant. Do you have to target something with Gale?
Let me read my own commander, thanks. May cast up to 1 target.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do I want to do here?
What does the lurk command do? I'm a Twitch novice. Anyone know what lurk exclamation mark lurk does?
So it's
I think
basically
Yeah.
yeah.
You go ahead, Bert.
Yeah, basically to let you know that somebody in the chat is like lurking, so they're there but they're not actively watching.
Okay.
And then usually they can pop back up. You could do some nerdy stuff and be like morph. It's just flip over and turn into a creature or something.
Yeah.
And mega morph when they get back or something. I don't know how this work here.
I mean, but then you got someone named Will who does it, and they really bend you the wrong way, and I don't really like that.
It's always Will Bender.
It
I'm
always.
gonna return to dust that parallel lives.
Parallel Lives is already gone.
Oh, it's gone. Never mind. So I'm not gonna do that. Pretend I don't have that card.
Okay. It's a good card.
It is a good card.
Is that the one where if you cast it during your main phase, you get to target 2 things or something? Not that we know
yes.
the knowledge of it, but
Yes, you know the card that I didn't definitely didn't try to cast.
right.
Yes, that is. Let's see. 7. I'm gonna play Commander Sphere. And then for 6.
So you get to draw a card with the Commander Sphere,
Yes, you are correct.
which is great news.
It is pretty great news.
I'm gonna do my best to draw one of those like snake fireworks, but I've imagined it's just gonna look like just a black chunk of charcoal on the ground.
3, 4. I'm gonna cast. I'm not going to cast Osgir. Aha. I'm going to leave that. And let's see. I like new snake tokens. So like, is he eating something?
Oh no, it's literally the firework, and then this is just the trail of charcoal that it leaves.
Oh.
You know, growing up in Michigan, I don't know how it is where you guys are, but we weren't allowed to do any of the stuff that goes up and goes boom until 10 years ago, maybe. So as a kid, it was all sparklers and snakes.
Yeah, they're illegal in New York technically,
Yeah,
but people do it anyway.
yeah, of course.
Same here. Yeah.
Legal in Alabama, so it's always an adventure.
All right, for 3,
Sparklers
I'm
are
gonna
the
sacrifice
best.
Burnished Heart
Sparklers.
for the 2 land cards, and then I'm gonna pass turn.
We used to wrap like 50 sparklers together and then light them all at once. Don't do this at home. Don't do it. The burn rate goes up real fast and it turns into...
Well, you gotta at least do the Wolverine claws with sparklers,
That's
right?
true.
Like,
That's true.
Oh god. My hand is kind of like weirdly awkward at the moment.
All instants or all sorceries?
No, it's all crap.
Okay. I know you've only played this deck a couple times, but do you do like Leyline of Anticipation or Vidalcan Ori so that you can cast your sorceries at instant speed and then cast your instants, or do you just rely on like being able to cast your sorceries at instant speed using instants and using from your graveyard?
So it's mostly just relying on that because it is also a budget deck.
Okay, okay, fair.
I do a lot of budget content, so like I try to play with budget stuff to like prove that like I believe in what I'm talking about as well.
Totally fair. Totally fair.
But I did notice there's one little thing. I haven't been able to do it yet, but I got some cards for updating this. And I found out that there is actually... I'm sorry, I'm actually like not taking my turn right now. I'm explaining something stupid.
I started asking questions during your turn. It's my fault. Don't worry about it.
But what I found out is that these split cards that have an instant and sorcery on the an instant and sorcery on the one card.
Yeah.
If these are in the graveyard, an instant will trigger them at any point, and you can cast either side.
Nice.
Which is really sweet.
That is sweet.
That's pretty cool.
And could you do alternate casting costs then too, like fuse and?
I'm not sure. It gets weird. It gets very weird. Gale is a weird card. I've had to look up like so many things.
Yeah. Any judges in the chat?
yeah. Just please help. I'm going to start off my turn by actually taking a game action. I'm going to pay 3. I'm going to play a Wind Rider Wizard. So 2/2 with flying, and whenever I cast an instant, sorcery, or wizard, I may loot, draw, and discard.
Did anybody Soul of Migration, or did Spell Table just throw it up there?
No one has Soul of Migration.
I think Spell Table just kind of threw it up there. It's cool art, but why?
I'm gonna pay 4 for an Archmage Emeritus. 2/2 whenever I cast or copy an instant of sorcery, draw a card.
Is that a wizard?
It is a wizard, so it does trigger.
Is that a May trigger for that loot?
Yes, I may draw a card. If I do, discard a card. Then...
And you did choose to do that, yes?
I did, indeed. I'm going to get rid of Exponential Growth because I don't see what I could really do with the 1/1 right now, or 1/3 right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you know what? I might just play the old Raised by Giants. Whoop. So Gale is now a 10/10.
Yeah.
Hey.
This is where I could have that Gideon's Intervention. It would come in handy.
This is true. This is true.
This is the first time that Gale is not slipping through space, right?
Yes, Gale is not going to be unblockable. And I also promise that they won't be getting trample or anything like that at all. So,
He says that now.
This turn.
Well, you know what? There's only one way to prove it, right? Yeah. So, Meaghan, I'm going to swing 10/10 Gale at you specifically so you can block it with Solemn Simulacrum if you wish.
I do wish to block it with Solemn Simulacrum.
There you go.
I'm going to make a snake.
Trust earned. And I'll pass turn.
Nope, just draw a card. I was looking at the wrong ability. It's 11 p.m. here.
Do you mind if I ask you what part of New York you're from?
Central New York.
Okay, very cool.
Still about 4.5 hours away from the city. Because normally when you say New York, everybody assumes the city. It's like, no, there's a whole other.
There's a whole state.
Like, New York City is just a small portion of it.
Oh, yeah.
From the rest of New York. In fact, there's like a lot of farmland up here.
Oh, yeah.
Too, especially the further north you go.
Someone that I knew was from upstate New York, and it turns out that the cities in southeast Michigan are named the same cities in upstate New York. We have an Utica, and apparently there's a Shelby Township up there too, and it kind of blew my mind for, a minute, and then you realize that, yeah, okay, you just run out of names eventually, and the same guys who colonized over on the East Coast probably colonized Michigan too.
I'm a little insulted, though, that upstate New York is almost all of New York.
Yeah, that's
New York
true.
City is New York City. Upstate New York is New York.
Yeah.
Except for New York City.
And then there's people in Buffalo that's upstate New York.
Up.
And Andy, I'm about a little over an hour from Rochester, so I'm gonna go to. There's a what was it? There's a commander event going on in Rochester in September.
Okay.
Commander Sealed, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, I did see about. Yeah, I did see that.
that's cool.
So I'm gonna try to go there, maybe have a booth, or at least just go.
Sure.
Could be interesting.
I cast Arcane Signet, and I cast Perrie the Pelverizer.
All right.
When Perrie comes in, he comes in with a shield counter. And let's tap another 3. And play Rishkar, Pima Renegade.
Is your favorite legendary creature Rishkar?
He's just so good. Let's put a counter on him and a counter on Avenging Huntmonger.
Mm-hmm.
He's just so good everywhere.
Yeah.
They gave me a flyer at SCG-Con, so I can't vouch for the event, but it seems interesting. So I'm gonna go.
It looked very cool, and really,
Yeah.
I would love just a whole weekend of drafting Commander Legends and Commander Legends 2, if I'm being honest.
And I'm always up for charity events too.
Is it a charity event? I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Benefits
cool.
the Trevor Project.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. What do? What you got over there?
I have 14 cards in my hand and 3 snake tokens and an Orin Frostfang untapped.
And a partridge in the pear tree.
Many partridges. Xyrus is the most terrifying partridge you could find in a pear tree.
I wish I had trample count.
Partridges are awful noodly.
I'll just swing 4 double strike at you in the air.
Yeah. I'm gonna declare no blocks and take 8.
Yeah. Take that.
I took it.
I will pass turn after that.
All right. And I will untap. I will combine my snake tokens together. So
One giant snake.
one enormous snake.
Like the Rat King, just with snakes all wound around each other.
24 1/1 snake tokens, a Xyrus, an Illuna, and about to be a 15 power Tishana Voice of Thunder. Well, that's cool. I like that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 7 mana. Play a land to make it 8. Which lets me do what exactly? Okay. Well, this is the beginning of turn 8, right? This is death turn. There's one.
Death
Yeah.
card.
This is one. You got two mana over on Meaghan's side, and we don't know that Meaghan has a 4-mana instant in her hand.
Right.
No idea. What are you talking about?
Definitely don't know that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But
what Pokemon is that?
I also know that deck has Dispatch in it,
No.
which is helpful, and you do have 3 artifacts, so not that I can play around it. And I see 1 blue, which is could be an Unsummon, could be a Pongnify, Rapid Hybridization.
Listen. But
Then
what if
there's
it's
an
not?
Then there's an Arcane
What?
Signet. An Arcane Signet that could also be all of those things plus Path of Exile, Swords to Plowshares.
Path of Eggs. I like the pause. I want the card to be
Eggs.
Path of Eggs.
Path of Eggs.
Path
Let's
of
not,
Eggs.
let's not forget the mana from Rishkar on the on top.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's very
Creature
true.
there.
Is it only +1/+1 counters or any counters for Rishkar?
Any counter. He's so good.
Yeah. So you
Are you
have.
serious?
I know. I mean, Rishkar was not printed when like anything other than a +1/+1 counter existed. So it's kind of weird to see that.
Yeah, and each creature you control with a counter held on it has tap for a green.
All right. But Perry's got Summoning Sickness.
Yeah, Perrie and Rishkar or something. Listen.
So you have 3 mana, right? Available? Or no, 2.
Just 2. Yeah.
2. I mean, it could be a counter spell, right? You never know.
Listen.
I'm listening.
Pop off.
Pop up. Okay, how do you want me to do it? Creature or sorcery?
What? Let's go sorcery.
Yeah.
Forest and Triumph of the Hordes.
That's a powerful. Like that sorcery does not skip leg day.
No. No, it sure doesn't. So all my creatures are going to get +1/+1, trample, and infect until end of turn. Yep. Sweet. I'm gonna move to combat.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
Anyone have flying? Meaghan, you have flying.
My flyer's taps.
And 1 flyer there as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have Xyrus come at Bert. Illuna is going to come at Scott. We'll have Tishana also come at Scott. Orin Frostfang at Meaghan. And I will do 24 divided by 3. It does, by 8.
Wait, is that trample?
Yeah, it's all
Death
trample.
touch?
Everything's trample and death touch as it swings, yeah.
Oh, so it.
You have an indestructible counter.
It's so dirty.
Or a shield counter. Sorry, not an indestructible counter, a shield counter, a temporary indestructible counter.
Wait, you still only have to put 1 damage on it.
True, to trample over, that's true. It's going to be 8 snakes at each player.
Yeah.
I smell a GG.
So I'll block Oran. So I have Oran and 8 snakes.
Orin and 8 snakes coming at you, yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna block Oran with the Law Shield and a snake with the Pilgrim's Eye.
Okay.
I'll do no blocks.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
And that will be 16 plus 3, 19. Infect Trample coming at you, Meaghan. 2 of it is going to go to your creatures because of the Death Touch. So 17 Infect will trample over, and everything else is more than enough Infect to get in.
Jeez.
I was gonna do that last turn. I'm really glad I didn't with your fog out there. I felt a little bad that it.
Physically hurt.
I felt a little bad because it was a little early and I didn't want to do it. And you know what?
Yeah, Infect
Kindness
does
pays
poison
off.
counters on
true.
people, right? Or no?
Oh, actually, I don't know how that works. If you put infect counters on things instead of dealing damage, or you deal damage in the form of infect counters, but they have death touch. How that, we need a judge in the chat.
It's not damage if it's -1/-1
Yeah.
counters. So you'd have to assign lethal through number of -1/-1 counters, I believe.
Okay.
Possibly.
So then
I
how
think
much?
we're-
So can you do trample with
I mean, they had
dealing-
It
Death
still
touch,
tramples
though.
over. Yeah, but the
Yeah.
thing is, if death touch, if you don't actually deal the damage, because you deal the damage as -1/-1 counters instead, I think is how infect works.
Oh,
You know,
and the player in form of poison counters.
yeah, creatures with
Yeah.
infect deal damage to creatures in the form of -1/-1 counters. I don't know how death touch keywords work.
I'm pretty sure that Death Touch Trample only cares about it doesn't care that the damage is actually dealt. It only cares about like the amount of lethal damage,
Right.
right? Like, so if
Right,
that
but
damage
it's
would
not
be-
dealing damage.
correct, it's not. But if that damage would be 1, which it is because it's Death Touch and Trample, I still think it would still be 1 even if that is infect.
Okay, well,
Because
if you're watching this on YouTube and you're at least a level 1 judge,
Where's
please
pharmacist judge when we need him?
please comment below about how this interaction would work exactly, and
Judge, we need you.
I'll throw a heart on your comment. I'll reply to it. Everything I can do in my power to give you recognition for your knowledge, so that I can pass it along to our community. And that's a lot of big words and really eloquent way of saying, like, tell us what we did wrong, and that'd be great.
Yeah. And you know what? If you're not a judge, you can also just comment below with your like uninformed opinion, and that's great engagement also. That's,
Seriously,
like, 10 out of
do
10.
it
And
for
this
sure.
was what I had next turn.
Oh. Okay.
Take
Well,
out all your snakes.
yes. Well,
It was just one.
thank you, everyone, for having the game here. Having the game. I'm sorry. I'm tired a little
It's
bit
that
here.
time,
It's,
yeah.
but and compared to what Scott's going through right now, what is it? 3, 4 in the morning for you right now?
5 past 4 right now.
5 past 4. So, well, thank you all. Let's do one last round around the table. Let's tell everyone where you can find all of your content. You beautiful content creators. Thank you so much for joining me. And we will start off with Meaghan. Please, one more plug.
One more time, Meaghan from the creator of Infinite Tokens, Dry Erase Cards and Counters. You too can have any counter you need at any time in your pocket. Right in this little box is thousands of counters right here, or thousands of tokens. There we go. Also have counters. They make good googly eyes, even if you're not actually using them for crazy different types of counters like Bert was. Or you can make your friends into treasures or draw things like front butts, because you know, and then make in chat ask questions. But thank you for having me. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad I was able to. It's 11 p.m. Apparently, I just can't talk anymore.
Hey, same.
It's hard.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was able to be here.
Well, thank you so much for joining. I hope that we can have you back on again. I know Andy would really like to get a game with you as well. So thank you so much, and we hope you're back. Scott, take it away.
Hey everybody, my name is Scott. I am probably the biggest Irish Magic the Gathering content creator in the world, which says an awful lot about people in Ireland and how much Magic is actually played here. I am a writer for Card Kingdom. I am the host of the BM Cast, which is focused on budget Magic. My co-host Emma has been away for a little bit, so the last couple of episodes have been sort of guest episodes. I've had listener alters on there. We've had Angelo the Jess guy from EDH Rec. We've also had Commander Mechanics. There's been a bunch of different things on there. And yeah, this was a blast. Mike, thank you so much for having me on. I loved every second of it. And I hope to play a game with Andy again soon.
Yes. Maybe we'll have to plan a Saturday morning game or something so it's a little bit more reasonable for your time frame. But yes, thank you. And we definitely need to get another game in.
I like that your accent makes it sound like you're saying undie.
which you did
When I say
not
Andy?
depict in that image.
I did not
Meaghan.
depict it. There are no undies.
No
There are
undies.
No undies.
And last but certainly not least, Bert, please take it away.
Yeah, I am Bert, aka the Pod MTG. I do weekly Magic the Gathering streams. Very, very easy takes on Twitter. I barely talk about anything. Newest scrap trawler, so if you want to see some budget stuff, please check that out on YouTube. But that's all for me.
Awesome. Well, thank you all. And for all those you stuck around all the way to the end of the video on YouTube, we did actually get a ruling from a level 1 judge in chat. It acts the same way as normal death touch damage would, so that infect doesn't actually affect. Dealing 1 damage still does enough to have the same amount of lethal damage, and so it will trample over. So if you stuck around, you learned something new. We are going to go ahead and we are going